If you're a survivor of childhood abuse and trauma, I'm going to share with you the number one most important thing that you can do to overcome its effects and how to do it quicker. It's hard to imagine how many children have been abused and traumatized and then grew into adulthood without the love, the care, attention, and the information that we needed to heal. Millions, even billions, I believe, of adult survivors suffer from mental health problems, addictions, relationship issues, suicidal ideations, and settling with living in silent desperation. If you don't know me, my name is Squire, and I'm the founder of MeToo What Now. If you've never heard of me before, check out my website at MeTooWhatNow.com. I'll put a link in the description below. I've dedicated my life to helping adult survivors of childhood trauma and abuse find their what now. I help them develop the necessary skills and knowledge that they need to rebuild their lives, whether it's from the ground up or just some help along the way. If you don't know my story, I'll put a link at the end of this video that will take you to another video that will tell you about my childhood trauma and abuse and how it affected my life later on. So, here's a question. With all the information available through the internet and all the various types of media at our fingertips today, why do so many survivors continue to suffer? Now, here's another question. How are you doing? Do you suffer silently with shame, regret, anger, or mental health issues? Have you given up and decided to just live with certain things, thinking it's just a normal part of life and everybody has issues like this? Or do you feel like life has ripped you off and you'll never become the person you were meant to be? Or are you like I was? I finally got exhausted with therapy, counseling, and traditional motivational teaching and coaching, and I didn't completely get the results I was looking for. So again, why do so many continue to suffer with so much information and help that's available? The answer is simple, yet complicated, and you probably know what it is. It's fear and shame. So what's the best way to overcome them? Well, coming up next, I'm going to share with you the most important thing you can do to overcome fear and shame and the effects of childhood trauma in your life and how to do it quicker. But before I do, consider subscribing to this channel and turning on the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video, which is going to be every week in this new series. I began my recovery from childhood sexual abuse, which is my story, in 2012. I lived with it for decades. I became frustrated with the approach. I was telling my story to people that I felt safe with and that I trusted, and I was doing my best to practice different modalities and techniques that I was learning through therapy and counseling. But I also became really frustrated. Even motivational teaching, which I love, and coaching weren't giving me all the answers I was looking for. There's always been this underlying feeling of fear and shame and failure that I'm just never going to get it all together. And I just really wasn't able to get to the deep issues that needed to really come to the surface. So all of these pieces, the therapy and the counseling, even the motivational coaching and teaching, the books I was reading and the people I was talking to were necessary and very important pieces to the puzzle in my recovery. But like I said, I wasn't progressing like I was hoping. But then I figured out what I was missing, and it sounds really simple. The number one most important thing that I did was start connecting with other survivors. Why? See, I believe that only survivors truly understand each other. It's only with other survivors that we feel really completely safe and validated. And it's only with other survivors that we don't feel alone in our struggles. In the process of my recovery, I started a nonprofit. And it's giving me the privilege of speaking with countless survivors. And I've learned many lessons. And one of them is that we all share a very common experience. Many survivors know this, but that lesson doesn't do any good unless we share those experiences with one another. So here's a few things I can do to help you along your journey in this new series that I'm creating. I can help you get to a place where you truly live in peace with a heart of thanksgiving and gratitude and no regrets. Now I say that with a smile because I have, if you've never lived with that, it's a wonderful place to be. I can help you learn to live with a deep sense of satisfaction with who you are, and with who you are becoming, and where you're going in your life. And I can also help you find healing and health and happiness in your what now life. And if you haven't discovered what your what now is, I can help you with that too. My journey was long and complicated, and it's ongoing as it is with many survivors, but my past doesn't hinder me anymore, and it certainly doesn't define me. I no longer live in silent desperation. I'm free and I'm happy, and I'm enjoying my what now life. I wish I learned a long time ago how much connecting with other survivors would really help me heal as quickly as it has. And the good news is, you don't have to wait. I'll be posting a new video every week in this series. Also, don't forget to leave a comment and introduce yourself. I would love to get to know you. That's what this is all about. For more information, videos, and my free downloadable ebook called Your Ultimate Guide to Overcoming Childhood Trauma and Abuse, you can get it from my website at MeTooWhatNow.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to do this series with you, and I'll see you in the next video.